This is our pool skimmer net here, and you can see how it's coming apart. It's just being held in place by this trim all around here that just pushes down over top of it. This is the bottom, and you can see the metal frame around it, and the plastic pushes down, and it's just held together by these two rivets. Now, it'd be better if it was screws so that you could replace this, but from the factory, they just drill a hole and they pop a rivet in there and squeeze it, and that's what holds it together. So to fix this, we're going to have to drill out these rivets, take this plastic trim off, and I already cut a big section of screen that I had in the garage. So we're going to lay this new screen down and then put this back together. Let's try to drill this out. I already got the crap with me here. Let me turn you down. You can see that rivet just comes right off of there. I just drilled the hole. Now I'm going to do this one. Okay. See if we can take this off now. All right, so you can see how it's starting to come off, and that just feeds off all the way around. It's actually pretty tight. That's how we like it, tight. And right here you can see the last bit coming off. And I broke it. Oh no, I didn't. Perfect. There's your old screen. Our holes. So now, I cut a really big piece here. That's all right. Just lay it on here, any direction, don't matter. And then my trim here, I have to make sure I got my trim lined up in the same holes. I guess it don't matter. I could drill new holes if I had to. Let's start with this hole here. And we'll just push it all the way around. Now when you come back around the end, there's going to be some play here, but it can't be real tight like a drum top because your leaves and all wouldn't stay on the net. So you kind of do want to have a little bit of a indentation there, like a little bit of play. Actually, this plastic is on here so tight, you probably don't even need screws or rivets to hold this on. But when you bang it to knock the leaves off, it'll probably come loose. All right, let's put a couple screws in. Now I do have rivets. I could replace them with rivets, but then the next time I fixed it, I'd have to drill it out again. So I got some little stainless screws. Now of course they're bigger than what was in here already. And here's a problem. So the holes didn't line up perfectly with the holes drilled in the metal. So when I snap this trim on, it's off. It's off a little bit. Now because the holes didn't line up with the trim exactly where it was before, instead of playing with this, what I'm going to do is just drill 2 new holes, because from now on we're going to use screws to replace this. So these holes that I'm going to make right now are the holes that the screws going to come in and out of. Okay, that's one. You see that? Now it's probably very close to the other screw holes. And actually, I just thought about it. I didn't even need to put the screw holes exactly here. I could have moved them like way up here or something. It didn't even need to be in the same spot. But let's try to put our new screws in here. Now, of course, the screw hole that I just made is smaller than these screws. So this should go in a little bit tighter. That does not want to go in. So this metal is way tougher than I thought. So that one went in. This sucker needs a little bit of convincing. No. Yeah, I didn't really push that drill bit all the way through and widen it out like I should have. That should go in there now. Okay, so this screw was kind of stripped. The hole's big enough. Definitely, that hole is definitely big enough. So I just grabbed a different screw. Still stainless steel. Okay, that's that. And now we're just going to trim it up. All right, there's our new skimmer net. Done. And there's the new screws in there. They do stick out a little bit right there. Kind of don't like that. Maybe I'll flatten that down. That's probably why they use rivets, so that you don't grab this and poke yourself. I'm gonna get a file. Let's file that down. Yeah, I don't like how these screws are sticking up, just in case somebody grabs it, especially this one. It's just so pointy. Let's just take some of that off with a file here. All right, that's better. At least it's not a point anymore, and we could still use it to screw in and out, but it won't prick you anymore. So that's good. Okay, all done. In the store, for these metal that you can fix, these metal kind that you can replace, they want like $20, $25 for one of these. You can get an all plastic one for like 10 bucks, but it's going to break and then you got to throw it away. So these metal, these aluminum ones with this trim on it, 20, 25 bucks for a new one. So just pop those rivets out and cut you a new piece of screen and save yourself 20 bucks. And the screen you could use from an old piece of screen. If you're replacing something from your house, just save it if it has a little bit of tear, because you just need this much of it. So just fold it up and save it, but just save 20 bucks.